It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley is looking dapper as always, fixing his tie-up over there. And before we start, a programming note.
What's that?
Tomorrow morning I have to be out.
That's right. This is last show of the week.
Little campaign function to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Champaigning
be out,
and campaigning.
Doing a little campaign, a little stumping on a Friday morning. So I'm going to give Dave the day off with compliments. Okay. There will be no penalty, full pay for your day off. Don't worry about that. And we'll just have tomorrow off.
All right, that's nice.
So you
nice
can get your weekend started early. You can invest in a bubble bath. Maybe you could. I don't know what would you do with an extra day off?
I'll just relax with my thoughts.
Really?
I have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
And I like to relax with them. So I'll probably do that then.
It sounds like a winning plan any way you look at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I really got to take care of this thing for the campaign tomorrow. Important job. Very excited about the opportunity, and this one just can't be missed. So tomorrow, no Andy and Dave Daily.
You're a mover and shaker, so you got to move and shake.
Doing what I can do. That's
very good.
All right, what do you got today? Some news or something? What are we doing?
A lot of stuff going on.
You know what? Before you start the news, I have to interject. Because I was reflecting upon this last night. Mm-hmm. I literally can't get over the fact that you have no excitement for the Winter Olympics. I really can't, because it is such a cool thing to watch. It's so much beauty and grace, and there's so much dedication from these people that have learned to ski and snowboard and ice skate, and women's hockey pulled off a big win last night. That was huge. Gold medal for women's hockey. We had the only mom at the Olympics win a gold medal from the United States. That was a big story.
Great.
You came across with this whole overprivileged,
Yeah.
There might be a handful of those people, but there's 3,000 people over there competing.
Can we address the elephant in the room?
Yeah.
Can we address it? It's the white people's games. It's the white people
there.
Have you seen 3?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Dude, we've been watching every night. There's people from all over the world. Every color, every race, you name it. It's not the white people's games.
Come on. It is. Let's call it what it is. It's fine. I'm not telling other people to not enjoy it. I'm not saying don't express your patriotism. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying I don't care. Okay? Because these aren't sports I follow during the year anyway. I'm not going to pretend every 4 years to give a shit about curling.
What's your language?
Okay, I don't care.
What is it with you and the language? Here, clean up your talk.
Oh, come on. Stop being a child.
I mean it, because A, people watch this, and B, I don't want you to slip on the air and get used to it.
You need to let that go. It doesn't happen that often.
Standard.
It's used to prove a point.
Okay? Well, don't do it.
We're not under FCC regulations.
Clean it up.
But anyway, do you know, speaking of them, you know what today is? If you're a big fan of the Olympics, today is a big anniversary.
Was it the day that the USA beat Russia?
That's right. 38 years ago, the last Olympics that actually mattered, as far as the Winter Olympics go, USA beats Russia.
I just think you're being short-sighted on them.
I'm not being short-sighted. I appreciate. Look, hey, good for them. Good for all the gold medalists. Good for all the silver medalists. Good for in fact, you stepped on my toes a little bit. I was actually going to, in sports, discuss the chick hockey team and their big gold medal win.
Well,
I was going to, announce that. I didn't watch it, didn't see a highlight, but no, they won 3-2. They brought home the gold. They beat, the Snow Monkeys from Canada. Good for them. Good for them. Congratulations. Enjoy your gold.
And even to your argument of the sports that you don't normally follow, isn't that nice too? Isn't it nice just to see different for a little while?
I'm not. I don't care about different. I don't.
Of course not.
I'm not big on that. I don't care. I don't care about. I don't ski.
Hot dogs. I forgot.
I don't ski. I don't skate. I don't bobsled. I don't do any of that stuff.
Okay.
So it's different when you're talking the Summer Olympics. I ran track. I can swim. Play basketball. I do the most of the Summer Olympic stuff. I get some of it. Like the skeet shooting. But Summer Olympics I get. But Winter Olympics, it's not my thing. But once again, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. Why do I have to? Why does it matter that I
maybe
don't
get into
care?
the spirit of it, but I guess not.
It's just not my thing.
You're an angry, broken little man, and that's okay.
I'm not angry about it. I'm just saying go ahead and enjoy it. I don't care about the white people's Olympics.
Okay.
I don't care.
You got to throw race into it.
It is what it is.
No, it's not.
All right.
You're being short-sighted. That's okay. Right.
A new urgent and primary care medical office is under construction in Muskegon Township. The $12 million Mercy Health facility on Holton Road will consolidate 3 primary care practices and house more than a dozen care providers. The facility is expected to open sometime in November, so that's good. You got a competing facility like right across the street.
Right across the street.
So that's good. Competition. You're going to have better health care. That's win-win across the board for Muskegon.
The only thing that's got to go on up there too, and I know that Terry Sabo's working on it already a little bit, is some traffic control, because that stretch of Holton Road up there, it's really getting congested. You got Meyer, you got a couple of healthcare facilities, you got some really good restaurants, you got it's really, really, really getting kind of crazy up and through there. So, but they're working on it.
Very good. Well, the U.S. Embassy in Montenegro was attacked earlier today by a man armed with a hand grenade. The unidentified assailant threw the explosive at the compound before blowing himself up. There were no reported deaths except for the attacker. So I guess justice is already served.
Good riddance.
He's dead.
Yep.
And although, I don't know that I'd want to work at any embassy. It just does not feel. Always, it feels like you're just you're going to work at a Target. And I don't mean a Target store, like an actual Target.
Right.
That somebody is gunning for.
Right.
So, it's not not a place I'd like to be employed. But
no.
Anyway, we talk about the news a lot and how everybody's picking sides and, crap on Fox News, because Fox News they're carrying Trump's water. Let's be honest. That's what they're doing. CNN, the exact opposite. In fact, CNN's Chris Cuomo's alleged journalistic integrity is being questioned after a retweet on gun control. Cuomo retweeted on reporter Cody Davis, who claimed he was able to buy an AR-15 even though he's 20 years old and his license had expired. The problem, it didn't happen. He never actually attempted to purchase the weapon, which would have necessitated showing his ID and a subsequent background check, because that's part of federal law. That's part of the law on the books. But because in our rush, and this is one thing you got to keep in mind, a lot of people get their news off Twitter. I get a lot of my news off Twitter.
Right.
And this goes back, and the social media is really kind of destroying TV news in a way, because I remember going back to the Orlando shooting, waking up at like 9:00 on a Sunday morning, half awake, check my Twitter feed. I knew who committed the act, where it was done, what his name was, how many people had died. I turned on CNN, they hadn't released any names yet.
Wow.
Hadn't said anything. I had more information than CNN was putting out, and my information that I got all ended up being accurate. So,
with any responsible news agency, they want to vet things, and they want to get their story as straight as they can, and in the Twitter and Facebook and social media world, you whatever you grab quick, you put out, and it goes viral instantly. So, is it right? Is it wrong? That's the issue. You just don't know. And you would hope that the news agencies still comb through it and find the facts.
You would think, you would hope, but that's
everything that they get their hands on immediately,
Right. And a story like this, especially with a hot topic like gun control, because talking about assault weapons and whether or not there should be restrictions, that's a conversation that needs to be had, obviously. Yep. And, you brought up possible age restrictions, which is, once again, talk about that, but be truthful. Make sure you got your facts straight before you start retweeting other stuff. And in a related story, CNN, during a town hall, allegedly gave 17-year-old Colton Hobb a scripted question to ask during the discussion with Florida Senators Marco Rubio and Bill Nelson. Hobb, who shielded students with Kevlar vests during the shooting last week, apparently wanted to ask a question about something you and I have discussed: armed security guards, maybe having a veteran. He wanted to ask that question. But they gave him a scripted question. CNN is denying this. They deny anything scripted. I mean, this is a kid who was, let's face it, he was a hero.
Yeah.
He's an ROTC kid who protected his fellow students.
Right.
And the idea that you'd give a kid, now we don't know if this is true. That's the other thing, but why is you saying this kid's lying? Why would he?
Right.
I mean, a lot of people, like I said, the news agencies, whether it's Fox News, whether it's CNN, MSNBC, they're all picking sides here. And that's not a good thing. It's one thing I'm all for, and you and I discussed this yesterday. Give voices. That's great.
Yep.
Survivors need voices. Let them say what they got to say. Let them vent if that's what they want to do. That's great too. But let's discuss this thing and take the emotion, try and take the bias out of it, or we're never going to get anywhere.
You're not going to take the emotion out of it. I mean, that's just not going to happen because
it's
emotional for everybody. You'd love to, but it's just not going to happen.
But if you're going to enact legislation, you have to remove the emotion.
I would love that, but that's an impossibility. At every level, I think extracting the emotion out of guns or abortion or the right to live, end of life decisions and all that kind of stuff. Those are things that I don't think as humans we can 100% remove the emotion from. I just don't think we can. So there will always be an element. I mean, you can boil it down to the nuts and bolts of these type things, but at the end of the day, human emotion and empathy will always have to play a bit role in some of these decisions. And they don't have to be snap decisions. They don't have to be instantly reactive decisions. But you're talking about life and death. You're talking about saving your family. You're talking about saving, yourself. You're talking about, like an abortion decision and all that other kind of stuff. Dude, these are not decisions humans can make without some sort of emotional impact. You cannot distance yourself from those completely. I don't think you can.
I think the question is, how much do you want emotion to play a role in the legislation, though? That's one thing you got, because the knee-jerk reaction, and you and I have discussed this, the knee-jerk reaction is get rid of guns.
I couldn't agree more, and I'm not saying that's the need. But the reality of it is, I don't think that certain decisions can be made without some sort of human emotion left in them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well said.
Yeah.
I understand. I get it. Sports, Michigan, I'm telling you, the Wolverines are a Final Four contender. I'm a big Michigan State fan. Sparty won the Big Ten. They're more talented. They're primed. A lot of people considering them a national championship favorite. Michigan, do not sleep on this team. They go into Penn State. They win 72-63 against a really good Penn State team on the road. They improved to 23-7. They pretty much, I think, sew up at least a fourth place in the Big Ten. So they'll get a double bye along with Michigan State, Purdue, and Ohio State when the Big Ten tournament starts next week. But look out for the Wolverines. I don't like saying that as a Sparty fan, but look out.
You know what? I'm looking at you. You know why?
Yeah. Why?
You're looking more and more like Jimmy the Greek every day. You really are. You're the prognosticator of prognosticators.
Yeah,
you, sir.
I never drank that much.
CBS Sports.
And I don't smoke Dutch Masters cigars either. So
there
really are masters at Dutch Masters. Yeah. All right, that's sports.
You're not gonna do the hockey score?
I already gave it to you. I said
USA beat
Canada 3-2.
Make me feel good.
Congratulations, ladies hockey team.
Wee-hoo!
Ponytails and dreams. It was awesome.
Talk to you Monday, man. Have a great weekend.
See ya.